I'll try to do what happens, to show to you what happens in the world. I just scratch on the surface a little. We try to put all the changes in the outside world together in 8 clusters of changes. And these clusters differ a little bit. That's 3 of them, which actually are slow changes in the world. It's a kind of rebalancing stuff. And the 3 ones we use over there is responsibility or responsible entrepreneurship or corporate social responsibility, whatever you want. The second one is what goes on with solidarity. And the third one is who is responsible for your future? Is that you as a private person or as a company, or is it something or somebody else there? For example, the government. The third 3 changes are the ones that create volatility or changes in the world or change the speed of change in the world. First one is political, economical circumstances. We all know they're not quite stable today. Second one is technology. That's just the one buzzword, but it might change our day-to-day life. Being a private person, but it may change our life as well. Being a company working in the environment of today. And the main impact of technology will be on interconnectedness. So what happens in one part of the world can easily go over to anywhere on the planet. Third clusters are 2 changes or things that happen in the world, and they are a result of what happens on what I told on the first ones, as well as they are the cause of changes. And the one is new and disappearing risks in the world. For example, risks of use are going down. Your car may or may not crash, but other risks come up. Cybersecurity, climate change have a huge implication on our industry and what people expect from the industry. Second one is that certainty, which we hoped was there for decades actually, is not going to be the case. The world is uncertain, and whether you want it or not, you have to live with it. Yeah, the first thing is that it's going to change what customers want. What kind of risk they're in, then how they want to provide with those risks. Are they going to take the risk, or they're just going to try to mitigate it, or want somebody else to step in there, or just going to sit or lay back and say, well, what happens, happens. And then it's not just on what they want, but on how they want it, how they want it to deliver. So the customer journey will probably be much more privatized. It's different for every guy, people, and it will be omni-channel, multi-device, mobile, etc., etc. Second thing is on how do we produce insurances, actually in brackets. So the impact we have on the environment, the way we do it, the capabilities we use, the technology we use, the people we use, will change tremendously. As well will the risk that we have to insure will change. Third cluster on this one is what will the business model of the future be? Not thinking that the existing business models will disappear all of a sudden. They will be there for a couple of years, but new business models will come up which are more customer-centric, use technology, know how to provide with different wishes of different consumers, and not just the business model changes, but also the market structure that will change. So it's not the old world or the old customers or the old competitors that, together with us, bring out the competitive field, but it's going to be insurtech, small firms, tech firms, the large ones. So actually, I guess, market structure will look completely different. We will not make money from the same things as we used to do for the last decades. So the world for an insurance company will completely change. And one is the pillars of the income pillars will change. And the other thing is that the corporate profile might change. So it's not being a money-making machine that people might ask, hey guys, come on, would you please provide what makes sense for us? And then, what we need to learn is to look and listen to the outside world and see what actually the world wants, which is not predefined. Well, that's our big challenge is we have to incorporate the new world in the old one. That's a challenge because it doesn't mix very naturally. And the second thing is we do have to look beyond our own business models today. And if you've been in a boardroom or of any company or anywhere in a company, you know how difficult it is. We think we know it all. I guess we don't.